Today we will be ranking all 61 released characters including Sunday and Fugue, which are just drip marketed, and rank them based on how hot, good looking they look. We just got 4 tiers, easy, S, A, B and D, and I will be using just the splash arts of the characters since drip marketings are just splash arts but a bit more zoomed in, and splash arts are also used in the ultimates when the characters cast their ultimate. So let's start with the first character. Let's just pull one out of them, let's say Tingyun. If we look at the drip marketing, we can see it looks quite good actually. We got Lightning Lord cool in the background with Tingyun leaning on his unfortunately dead lion, I think. Since Tingyun is wearing his tail on his hip in the in-game model. And apart from that, there is nothing really special. The only thing that's notable are these big round things. They look like a Chinese chess pieces or something. And we got a really long scroll in the background. And it is a Chinese chess piece, I think, because if we zoom in, we can see they look quite a lot alike. I think it's quite interesting why they are so big in this splash art. But yeah, the coolest thing in this splash art is of course just Lightning Lord and this dead lion. So how would I rate this personally? I think I'd put it just in a A or B tier. Let's put it in B tier, I'd say, for now. Let's grab another one. Let's say Fei Xiao. Let's finish all the generals. In Fei Xiao's splash art we can see like these wings of a phoenix. And she got this cool flag on her ball or jaw staff. And first I thought she was like shooting with her gun, but I don't know if this is a shot or just the heat generated from the point of her sword. And it is quite unfortunate that they didn't have her in such an angle that we could see her back tattoo, which is quite a shame. Because we know she has a tattoo on her back, so it would have been cool if they had showed that on the splash art. Apart from all of that, there is nothing really special in this one too. The only good looking thing is Fei Xiao herself. So I think I'd easily put her in the B tier, unfortunately. Now let's pull, let's say, Jinglui. I think her splash art looks the best because it has this dark themes like thingy going on with the moon in the background, which is also like the reflection of the moon actually. It's not the moon itself, because we can see it's just a wall, water, because it is water, all of this. And she is pouring this drink, which those zombie hands are like trying to get. Well, actually those zombie hands are trying to get Jinglui herself. It's quite cool when she's like walking on the water, there is like this trail of ice. And she just looks really majestic in this wall scenery. So I put this easily in the S tier, I'd say. I really like this one. And now let's take QQ. Why not? I like her splash art too actually, because it has a lot of going on. We got like this flashback when QQ was like sleeping and Fuswan angry in the background. She's like levitating her game too, I think. And it is levitating because it has this green like glowing thing on the side. And this scroll has many weird things going on, like this man-fish hybrid, this funny looking fish too, a cool dragon going through a gate and another fish. I think I'd put this in the A tier. It's not the best, but easily in the A tier. Because I think this flashback of Fuswan and QQ is quite interesting. Now let's take Surfall. Why not? She's just sitting on a stage with speakers. She's sitting on a cloth. I don't know what kind of cloth that is. She has her cool looking guitar on her side leaning against her. I don't know what the text in the background is saying. But apart from that, I think Surfall herself here looks really amazing. We got this cool hair lights turning like a bit pinkish. And I've always thought these shoes are like looking like those witch shoes or something like that. It's quite funny. But yeah, I think Surfall herself is carrying this splash art really quite a lot. Because I really like the hair like going in this transitioning. But apart from that, not too much going on. So I'd say let's put it in B tier. Now let's say Sunday. Why not? Sunday's splash art is quite unique, since it's the only character who has thorns in their splash art. Any other character that has like thorns in their design is Lucha in his Litecoin. And it looks like the thorns are like coming out from his jacket, but I don't think they are. Because this one is like going around. But this one really looks like it's coming out of his jacket. which is quite cool. And he's also wearing these rings, 3 rings, which is quite cool. His design is of course really good looking, I really like it. I know I like this half and half jacket. And the thorns, which are rainbow colored, are also quite unique. Yeah, and those little man thingies, I know what they are, but they are quite cute, I'd say. And I thought that Sunday was like grabbing a deflated banana instead of a golden feather when I first saw this drip marketing, which is quite funny. But I'd rate it an A, I'd say. Not too much going on, but a really neat design. Now let's get Lucha. Since we just talked about his light cone, I think this splash art's really cool. It has this really nice chill vibe in it, with the reflection of Lucha in the water. He's like holding this flower in his hand with this cool cross. And of course the coffin in the background, which is really cool, with this cloth over it. I don't know how Lucha is like carrying this really big coffin. It's like 1.5 times Lucha's length. And looking at this, you can see how long Lucha's hair like really is. It's like on the ground. But yeah, I'd give this also a solid A, I'd say. It's not the best, but I really like the chill vibe of it. Let's now get Fire MC. This is quite a unique splash art because we can see all Bellabok characters, but not all of them, since we don't see Hook and Natasha, unfortunately. Even though they also played quite a role in the Bellabok story. Not bigger than them, of course, but still, they played a role. It's quite cool. I like this really long fire sword thingy. Like everyone trying to help Fire MC in her fight. It's really quite cool. I like the whole aesthetic. I think I'd give it a A or a B. I don't know. It has not that much going on apart from just showing characters. But I like the fire sword though. It's not the best, but not the worst. I think I just put it in a B. Why not? Let's now get Boothill. I like the action in Boothill's splash art, since he's like falling from a building or something, with the rope going down with him too. And I think he just shot a lot of rounds off his gun, since we can see shells everywhere. And we can see his head here in the background, like falling off his head. And I think he's falling from a window, since we can see glass here in the background here and there a little bit. So I think he just jumped out of a window. It's quite cool. So I'd rate him, I think, an easy A. I like the liveliness in it. Let's now get Arlan, my boy. Unfortunately, Arlan, like we all know, isn't that much of a played character in the game, unfortunately. He got a cute Pippi in his arms. He's leaning against his really big sword, and with the logo of the Hertha space station hanging from it. But I don't exactly know what's going on in the splash art. He's like leaning against his sword, but there is like these patterns, like as if he is falling or something, but he is just casually sitting. And his sword's like activated. There's everywhere electrical things. So I just put him in a B tier, I'd say. Not much going on. It's quite weird to see Arlan and Fei Xiao in the same tier, and Yingwan. I think I will put Fei Xiao a tier higher, just out of respect for the general. But Yingwan's thing doesn't have much going on. But he's just sitting with Lightning Lord in the background and a cool lion. Nothing much. Let's now get Gunnerfane. I like Gunnerfane's short because it's quite cute with the dogs playing. One has like this noodle cup in his mouth. Gunnerfane playing with this thing in her hand with his music instrument. And Sushang's in the background with this dog playing on her head. It's quite a lovely, lively... It's quite a lovely vibe going on. A lot of fire, I think, from the fireworks. I like this actually. I will put this easily in an A. Let's get Imbibitor Lunae now. His splash art doesn't have that much going on too. Just a cool ass dragon, and he's just hovering above this plant. He's like looking down on you a little bit. It's beautiful. And I like the moon in the background here. It is greatly aligned with the dragon. And of course, the design of Imbibitor Lunae himself is just really cool looking. He got a lot of things going on in his outfit. There's not much going on in the background. The focus is really on him and his dragon. So I think I will just put him in the B tier. But seeing Arlan and Imbibitor Lunae next to each other is quite a disrespect, I'd say. Since if you look at this and this, we can say that this looks quite way cooler. So unfortunately, Arlan, you always belong in the D tier, which is quite a shame. And since Arlan and Asta are closely related with each other, Let's pull up Asta too. In Asta's splash shot, we haven't that much going on either. She's just sitting at her telescope and with this lens having a good look right here. It's quite funny. Not much going on. It's quite a shame. I don't like this one very much. I think I'd put this in the D tier too. Not much to comment on, apart from the lens having a nice view here. Or light, whatever it is. And let's pull up Herta too, since she's also closely related with Asta and Arlan in the Herta space station. We can see in this book drawings or blueprints of the Herta space station. We got male and female MC as dolls on Herta's hands. And I like the Herta dolls too. They really look quite creepy though. And the flowers are also quite beautiful. Apart from that, not much going on. So I think I will rate this a B tier. I like it quite a lot, but it is just 3 Hertas with the flowers and the book. Now let's get Lynx. Lynx doesn't have that much going on either. There is this cute cat though here, which I just recently noticed too. In the background we can see like a family photo of Surfall, Gachabid and Lynx. It's quite cute. And yeah, apart from that, she's just looking at this cool green light, drinking her warm soup, I think. It's quite cute, but not to my liking. Not that much going on. So I think I will put her in a D tier too, unfortunately. Now let's get Sampo. Sampo's splash is quite cool. He's like jumping off this building. A lot of wind-like things going on, though to his weapon, I think, since he just launched it or something. Quite a nice look of the moon in the background. He's on top of this city. I think it is the underworld or whatever the place beneath the Bellowbook was called. It can't be in the underground since there is the moon, so I think it is just above. So I think it's just in the overworld. And we can see he's like mad ripped. He got like this V-shaped lines here. He's really cool. So I think I will put him in a B tier, since Sampo is just like an amazing masked fool. Let's get Sui now. Sui's thing has a lot of going on, a lot of mechanical like thingies. And she's sitting on this bench since I think they are like tinkering with her since she's a doll. She isn't alive technically. Or well, her ghost is in this doll or something, I don't know. And not her ghost, just her brain, I'd say. And not her biological brain. And yeah, so like I said, they are tinkering with her. So he's just laying there, trying to reach this blue feather. And the interesting thing is, this pattern on the ground with the blue outline is the same pattern on her left or right leg here. And I don't know where this mark is from though. It looks like those teleportation devices from Genshin Impact or something. I like the sad vibe of it. So I would put it in a B tier, not the best. Get Dr. Ratio. His one is quite cool. It has a lot of action going on. He just broke this monument, I think. You can see a lot of formulas in the background. If you look in his book, we can see this 3-dimensional graph. You can see this weird formula here. And this formula right here is like an integral and derivative of something. So I like it. These formulas are not gibberish, I think. They're like real mathematical things. It's quite cool. But I like this quite a lot. I will put them easily in A tier. Now let's get Clara. Clara's thing hasn't that much going on. It's just Svarog holding Clara on his knee with his like really big oversized jacket. Clara just sitting there like a baby trying to hold this snow. Apart from that, not much going on. I will put her in a D tier, I'd say. Don't like it. Too little going on. It's quite simplistic. Some people may like the simplicity, but I don't get any cool vibe or something of it. I get it that Svarog's like caring for her, but not my style. Let's get Gallagher. This one is quite cool. It looks like Gallagher went like on this drink rage or something, because there's like shattered glass in the background, a shattered bottle here, and he's just like looking angry or disgusted at you, which is quite cool. There is this bouquet on the ground, a bit messed up with flowers everywhere and a rose here. I quite like this one. I think I will put this in a A or B tier. I'd say put in A tier. It tells a little bit of a story, like he went on a rage or something happened because of the broken glass and everything. And we got Clocky here in the background, which is quite cute. And now Yang Qing. This one is also quite funny. He's like surfing on his swords, and this guard is like, don't do it, Yang Qing, come back. And he's like ignoring them, just having fun. 2 guards are actually trying to catch him. There's one here and one here. And I think this is his main sword, since it is not glowing. And it has a really different style. It's quite cool looking. But I will put in a B tier, I'd say. And now Topaz. I like this one actually. But since Nympy is like sucking up all this gold and she's just like admiring this planet or coin, something like that. I think it's like a planet since there is a blue planet here and a smaller planet here. And also an even sized green planet here. And of course this position with the crossed legs. Everyone likes that. So I think I will put this easily in an A. Since Topaz herself is carrying that much. Because of her hotness. Now let's get Preservation March 7th. Just quite basic, it is fun. It's just a cute girl just waving or something like to us. Nice 3 arrows here. Eyes. Not that much going on. A really big bow. So I think I will put this one in a D tier too. Not that much going on. And now Lucas, splash art. This one is actually quite nice. Since if you look at it closely, we are in the POV of an boxer which just got knocked out by Luca, I think. And I think we just died or are about to die of a brain trauma since getting hit by this metal arm is like not a good thing, I'd say. But everyone is like cheering on like yeah. But I think we just lost consciousness or are about to lose consciousness. It's quite funny. So I will put this in a B tier, I'd say. I like the fun POV of the boxer that just got knocked out. But apart from that, in the background, just cheering people. That's nothing special or worth getting hyped up for. Now let's get Yukong. I like this one. It's quite cute, this little Tingyun. And Yukong just sitting there really playing with this boat. Entertaining little Tingyun. And this cool hot looking red band right here on the hip. It's also quite nice. Just a thing I noticed. But I like the pureness of this drip marketing. So I think I will put in a A. Because of how unique it is. Just 2 people having fun. And now, Imaginary March 7th. This one was quite nice. It got a lot of energy because she just cut this stick. And she's like on top of this very high wooden log. And she's like having fun and not like looking really concentrated or anything. Which is also quite noteworthy. So I will put this in a B tier. It's quite cute, but nothing worth getting hyped up for. Now Hook. I like this quite a bit. It's quite cute, this Natasha that is drawn there. And the other people of Belobok. And these robots. And this one is getting held upside down, I think, by this person or robot. It's quite cute. But Hook, her design herself, I don't like that much. There's not much going on. She's got a really big hand. But apart from that, I don't like it. The only thing that's really carrying this are these cute drawn people of a Belobok. So I will put her, I think, in B tier 2. Because of those cutely drawn images. Now let's get Aventurin. So that's quite cool. It really reflects his gambling vibe. Like all these poker thingies here on the ground. And him with this card in his hand. Looking really menacing or like smug at us. And he's sitting in this like expensive villa or something. Because everything is gold in the background. He got like really expensive champagne or wine here. A cool line here. But since Aventurin himself is looking so cool, I think I will put him in A or B tier. I think I will put him in B tier because the splash art himself doesn't have that much going on. It's quite simplistic. And now base form Dongheng. This one is also quite simplistic. He's just like literally leaning against a tree with like weird smoke or things like that here. But it looks like this smoke's like coming off this tree or something. But nothing much going on. I think I will put this one in a D tier too. It's not that special. I think we're almost halfway through. As you can see, we just got one person in the S tier and that's Jinglui. And that's it. So I wonder who else will be in the S tier though. I think Blade will be an S tier splash art character since it looks quite cool if you look at it. Like this half covered moon with the black clouds. These anime famous plants of death. Blade looking down on us on this cliff like he's about to slash off our head. And there's a crow like looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? And he's like gripping his bandage like he's angry or something. I really like this one. It has a really cool dark vibe on it. And I've always liked these anime famous plants. Or flowers, how you would call them. I think I will put them in S tier because it's Blade. Like, come on. Master and Pupil next to each other. I think this splash art of Bailu is also in a D tier since it's like Bailu in the water playing with fish or about to grab this sea plant thingy. Not much going on. Easily D tier, I'd say. And Sushang now. Well, I think Sushang's thing is also quite basic. She's just like drawing on this wooden thing and she's about to hang it on this tree, I think. And I think she's like laughing here because this pigeon is like coming to her, which is quite funny. And there are 3 pigeons here looking at her, what she's doing. Or I think this pigeon is angry at her that she's sitting here. So this may be the children and this pigeon is the mother, like telling her to get off this tree. Because she feels so threatened by Sushang, which is possible. But apart from that, quite simplistic, funny, cute, but nothing much going on. I think also an easy D tier. And now Rappa. Rappa's thing is quite nice. It has a lot of action going on with these monkeys or things in the background firing their guns. Rappa in this moving state coming towards us with her cool Beyblade-like thingy. And of course these hot red bands around her hips, which is quite cool, which also Yukong has. And this graffiti on her leg and the graffiti-themed trills. And this pow thingy going on her head. This explosion of graffiti, which is quite cool. I think this one is also an easy S tier because of how colored and how much liveliness it has. I think an easy S tier. And now Silver Wolf. This one is also quite funny. There are many cute Silver Wolves here and there. This one has like a shield and a sword. This one has like a wizard staff. This one has a gun. This one has a lamp and a minigun. This one has like a really big gun. It's quite funny. It has a lot of going on. But I don't know what this wave of data is. I think it's just like this simulation where she's in. This cool sword looking like thing is quite cool. It also has this mark. I think it's the mark of Silver Wolf. Because it's a wolf on this mark. So I think this is Silver Wolf's mark. Apart from that, she's just sitting here doing things here on the computer. Like screen thingy. Quite cool. I think I will put this in A tier. Because of those small Silver Wolves. And now Misha. This one's also quite lively. He is like running around and tripping over this cute cat. Luckily this cat doesn't look like he's getting hurt. He's just looking like what the hell is happening. And I think this cat just evaded Misha. I think this puppet is alive because he's holding this item. It's quite fun. I think I will put him in a B tier. It isn't that much going on, but I like the liveliness of it. And now Zhao. This one is quite basic actually. He's just like cooking or something and he is just making figures out of the smoke of this food. Because we can see there's this smoke coming out of this thing, enveloping the whole room. And he's just like waving with his thing. And he just created a horse with a soldier on top of it. And another one here and another one here. And we can see he really waved really hard since these things are like literally flapping around. But it's quite basic. I don't like the colors. I don't like these grayish colors. So I would think I will put him in a B or a D tier. I think I will put him in a D tier because Zhao himself is quite good looking. And now Welt. I think I will put him in an S tier too because bro, Void Archives in the background. And this is the Master of Wealth from Honkai Impact, I think. Master, I think this is more like the person who gave Wealth his powers. And Tesla and Einstein, which is quite cool from Honkai Impact 2. And Wealth's reflection on the ground. And this black hole in the background where Void Archives is like walking towards. And Wealth like about to unleash his full power or something, which is quite cool. I will put him easily in S tier because of all the references to Honkai Impact and other characters. Easy S tier. And now we got Hanya. Hanya's thing is quite cute. All these little ghost thingies going on. And she looks like she doesn't have life in her or something. And this painful position is quite hurting my knees and hips just by looking at it. Apart from that, not that much going on. She's just like in a really big library or something. Doing her job. But since she's so good looking, I think I will put her in an easy B tier. Just because of her looks. And we got Firefly. I always thought like this thing looked like the Shaman King. Like Amidamaru is like Sam. You know. It looks quite cool. Like Firefly going Super Saiyan mode. About to be possessed by Sam or something. I like the liveliness and the flashiness of this. I think I will put her in an easy B tier. And now we got Natasha. This one is also quite basic. Not that much going on. Just children admiring her. Because she's a really nice person. I like the flowers and the wall. Chemistry like thing going on in the background. But apart from that, nothing special actually. I think I will just put her in a D tier too. And Japart, this one is also quite simple. He's like leaning against this case of Surfall's instrument. Holding this really cool long cape. And just soldiers standing around. I think I will put him in a D tier too. And now Harmony MC. I quite like this one because of all the references to other characters in this splash art. We got Clocky of course, we got Acheron, Aventurine, Sparkle. This one is I don't know who this one is though. Maybe this is Black Swan, or this is Black Swan, or they are both unreleased characters because I cannot recognize them. Apart from that, I really like it. It is like this performance she just gave and she's like bowing, just finishing that performance. I think I will put this in a B tier or an A tier because of the references to the characters. And now we got Jade. This one is quite cool with this really big snake like eating this bloody apple thingy, and this guy like getting strangled by Jade, her plant, and just Jade looking really hot here, you know, with all this jewelry. And the contract I think the guy just signed, or this is the contract this guy specifically signed. There are many contracts as you can see. I think I will put this in an easy A tier because of how hot Jade is looking and the many things going on. We got Ho-Ho's splash shot. This one is quite cute. I like the little ghost, and of course these cut out papers are really fun looking, interesting. And she's holding this little white flag as if she is surrendering. It's quite cute. And she's in this creepy ass forest, I think. I think I will put this in a A tier because of the liveliness and the cute paper things. And now we got Fu Swan. This was also quite cool. I like the really big purple like words here, even though I can't read what they mean. She's like doing her cool stance, you know, reaching with her hands to the sky. And I think she just activated the ground or something because there's like a light coming out of this ground. Just as if she's just created like this universe thing. This paper thing is like getting enveloped by this universe. Just as Fu Swan is casting her spell or thing. So I think I will put this one in A tier too, since it looks so cool. And since pink is quite a nice color. And speaking of pink and purple, we got Black Swan. I think this one also will be an easy S tier because she's like sitting so hot, you know, like for real. This cool ball thingy, this skull thingy going on in the background. A lot of cars, this book. And she's looking so good, like come on. You can't put this in not S tier. So Black Swan is an easy S tier. And more purple and pinkish things going on. We got Sele. This one is quite nice. I like the red moon in the background and this action of the after images of Sele's. And she's like about to slash off her head or something. And she's like really going fast because you can see the wind thing coming out of her feet. And she just swing to her side, I think, because there's like this wind. So I think I will put this in an A tier. And now we got Sparkle. This one's looking quite cool. I like how she's like reaching out to the air to us or something. And the mask here, another mask here, representing her multiple personas or something. And these fish are also quite cool. And you can see like there is a fish, or these are clothes, and I think it's our clothes, like in the water drenched. But I like the whole vibe, it's quite good looking. So I will put this in an easy A tier, I'd say. This one is an easy S tier, I'd say, since all these soldiers are like being chained down by Mose, trying to reach Fei Xiao, but he's like killing all of them. You can see this one was about to swing his hand to Fei Xiao, but he got like chained down, representing that nobody can touch a Fei Xiao because Mose there. And he's like the only character with the mark of the hunt on his clothes, which is quite cool. And these cool scars. So an easy S tier, I'd say. Pella's thing is quite basic. She's just casting her ult literally. Nothing much going on. She got her like book thing here floating in the air. It's like a ruler. Her stocking also has like this ruler like thingy going on. But I think I will put this in easy D tier. Nothing special. Nothing in the background. She is just basically casting her ult. And now Bronya. This one is quite cool with all the Bellabok silver mane soldiers like fighting or trying to protect her or something. She's like in this cross-legged position. So really big sword gun thing going on. I don't care about silver mane guard. That's the thing. So I think I will put her in a B tier. Since Bronya herself looks quite good. We got Physical MC, aka Destruction MC. This one is really basic, just the Astral Express in the background. And she's like, and this is like the Stellaron, I think, floating in the air here. A lot of smoke coming off the Astral Express. Bad for the climate. But apart from that, not that much going on. I think I will put that in a D tier. And now we got Robin. This one is quite cool actually. She's like in this bird box like thingy. And if you like rotate this thing, she will start singing. It's quite cool and she looks quite hot, like the crossed leg thingy going on. This pigeon like flying out of her hand. She's like singing. There's a really big instrument in the background too. But this cage like broken open. And a lot of roses. I like this one. And she's hot, so I think I will put her in A tier. Not the best, but easy A tier. And now we got Argenti. This one is quite cool actually. like with Indra, I think, or the statue of Indra, or it's not even Indra. Indra is the Eon of beauty or something, I don't know. This one is quite cool. He's like holding this rose, looking smug to us, with the broken down statues. And it's like Argenti put candles for her here on the ground, and put these roses maybe here for her too. And it's like as if he's in a church because of this mosaic in the background. I think I will put it in A, not the best, but I like it. Easy A. And now we got Kafka. Of course we got Blade, Firefly, Silverwolf, and maybe Elio. Maybe Elios's cat. I like this back shot. You can see the cool stocking pattern here too. Something I just noticed. Just looking really happy. Maybe this person's also people who work with the Stellaron Hunters. But I like the references to the other Stellaron Hunters, so easy A. We got base form Tingyun. She's like sitting in this hot pose, you know, with the feet like this in triangular position. These cute foxes. All of these items of Worm, I don't know what they are or what they represent. I think they just represent that Tingyun cares about like jewelry and money. It's quite interesting. Even though this is Fantalia, maybe, I don't know. But I will put this in an A tier because of how hot she's like laying down. And we got Himeko. This one is quite basic. She's just casting her ult towards us, trying to kill us. A lot of smoke going off. She's like reaching with her hand, like activating this satellite bomb thingy. Cross-legged. Holding this suitcase which has like this saw or drone in it. I like this red flower thingy going on at her legs. But apart from that, I think I will put her in a B tier. Not that much going on. Nothing that's special. And we got Ruan Mei. This one is quite basic. She's just sitting and admiring the rain or this perfume smoke like thingy going on in the background. She got her instrument right here on the side, leaning against this tree thingy. But nothing much going on. She's just sitting. So I think I will put her in a B tier. The only thing that carries this one is because she's hot. And now Acheron. This one is quite cool. I think an easy S tier too. Because of all the death and skeletons in the background. This cool looking flower. She looking really cool and hot here. With her hair like turning grayish here. I like the whole dark scenery. A really long cool ass sword. Easy S tier. And now Lingsha. This one is I think an A tier because how hot she's looking. These cute ass bunnies. She's just like blowing this perfume thingy in the air. Enveloping the whole room. Yeah, I think an easy A tier because Lingsha's hot. That's just the only reason. And now Fugue, aka 5-star Tingyun. This one looks quite cool. It has a lot of going on. She looks really good. Like this is her like 4-star self in the reflection. Really long fluffy tail. Cool marks on her shoulder and middle of her chest. Her hair is like here knotted in her 4-star form, and in this 5-star form her hair is like let loose. I really like this one. Easy S tier. So this is what we got for now. We got exactly 8 characters in the S tier. And I think I will keep them like this. Because Jingluis, Blades, Rappas, Welts, Black Swans, Moes, Acherons and Fugues drip marketing aka splash arts looked really cool. They're unique. They look all hot. So easy S tier. And in D tier we got like literally the most basic ones. And they are all useless characters or characters we don't normally use. Apart from Pella, who is like used a lot. But no one else like a really fan favorite. It's also proven in the splash arts. And yeah, the A and B tier is like really personal opinion, what I like and don't like. Yeah, well, this all is like a whole personal opinion, of course. But one wouldn't normally say that Aventurin, for example, would belong in a B tier of splash arts. But I don't think it has that much going on. He's just sitting there. And for example, Hanya's one, she's like really hot here, but yeah, you know what? I think I will put Hanya in the A tier because she's hot and I like the cute ghosts. Easy A tier. Why not? Yeah, and Royal Mace thing is just so basic. She's just sitting, not much happening. So I think I'm quite happy with this one. Easy. You should let me know what you think of this list. If you would like to change the things around, let me know what you think about it. If some of the things I just mentioned were logically reasoned or not. Well, nothing is really logically reasoned apart from like personal opinion, of course, what I think is hot and not hot looking. But of course, let me know your opinion. So thank you for your time and see you next time. Bye.